Hey Libra, welcome to your first reading for November. So good to be here with you. I am bringing you a general reading for the collective of Libra, Sun, and Rising. Not really date or time specific. If it was going to be, I would mention it. So you will notice that I have taken the dates off of my readings and the titles. I've got the month and the year, but I'm just going to put reading number 1 and reading number 2 because I read for each sign twice a month. But we're all on different timelines in our connections, and therefore I trust that whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, then it's your message. So I don't want to be limited by a date, that this is what should be happening on this date. That's not how my readings work, so I hope that helps clear up any confusion. Also, you will notice, dear Libra, that I am no longer putting the readings up by element. I used to do fire signs, earth signs, air signs, water signs. And as many people come in that are new, they're not sure when their reading is coming up. So I'm just going to go in order. Aries to Pisces. It'll be easier for everyone to find where we are in the sequence. If you are at all unsure of what that looks like, just Google the zodiac and print it out and put it on your refrigerator. Okay, so that's how those are the two big changes. I am pulling here, 2 cards from Spirit Animal Oracle to start. I'm going to apologize in advance for all the weird lighting. I am in the path of Tropical Storm Eta, and she's kind of playing cat and mouse with us here on the west coast of Florida. So hopefully I'll make it through the reading. Okay, masculine gets card 61. Perfect energy, turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. I will note that 6 and 1 is 7. Very spiritual, connected to your higher self. It is about gratitude and grace. So I love the timing of it for the season of thanks. Feminine gets card 44. That's a master number. We don't reduce it. Panther spirit. Reclaim your power. Look at that gorgeousness. Reclaim your power. That feels good to me. That feels good to me. And I'm going to pull one more card just for you, Libra, from Whispers of Love. Many people had a kind of rough October, especially the landing, the tail end of the month. I'd say actually from the new moon through that second full moon, the blue moon, was pretty difficult for a lot of people energetically. So I thought we would kick off November with a loving message from Whispers of Love. Let's see what wants to come through. They're just gentle messages. It's card 40. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Look at that. Be in the present, dream of the future. And I love that it's number 40 because that 0 drops off and we're in a 4 year. So there's something very big here about staying in the present moment, but dreaming of the possibilities of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. I'll share a little private secret with you here, Libra. On my computer that I'm looking at, up on the top right hand, I printed out and like stuck it. It just says possibilities. And that's sort of my word for 2020. So this really speaks to me. I do have Mercury in Libra, and my moon is in Mercury. My moon is in Libra, my Mercury's in Libra. And one other, I can't remember. One of the outer planets, I think, is in Libra. So I have a stellium in Libra, 3rd house of communication. So I feel like I'm one of you. Anyway, I hope you see the possibilities. Stay grounded, stay present. Let your dreams carry you into the future. I love that. Reclaim your power first and be grateful. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Always remember you can flip the energies around. So just because I say this whole side is the masculine and this side is the feminine doesn't mean that will hold true for you. And Libra, find yourself in the reading, and then the other side is your divine counterpart. Masculine showing up in the energy of the Knight of Swords. There's a little bit of air energy in that sword is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but the energy here is a little bit about clearing the air, resolutions. It's swift motion with truth. It's taking action with truth and honor and integrity. So I love that. And the feminine's just calling it in here. 3 of Wands, ships coming in. It's a card of manifestation. But it's not just like it's just coming in because it's coming in. It's because you dream it into being. Got it? So there's a call and response level of energy to the 3 of Wands. Just want to say that. Okay. Aha. Okay. There we go. That showed up in your last reading. So did that. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, here we go. Fun and games. I'll show you. Wow, so did that. I think I used a totally different deck too. I know that for sure because I always double check that. Okay. So I felt in your last reading, Libra, that there was an awakening happening on the masculine side. I felt that. I also felt that everything would be feeling very brand new. And look what we've got. It's about as brand new as you can get. Got it? Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. It's like a new level of love and commitment and abundance. Just really beautiful. Now I know that one is past facing and one is future facing. That's okay. For the present experience for this feminine of the connection is judgment, answering the call of the connection, second chances, and forgiveness. And they're calling it in. That's what I'm trying to say. Calling in the energy of the past life soulmate. Let me hold that up a little bit better. See? Calling in the energy, calling in this past life soulmate, and possibly for a second chance at everything. I'm just going to say that because I feel as if you kicked off a brand new beginning in this connection, and then in the future we've got the 9 of Cups, which is often about contentment. Sometimes it's complacency, kind of like, if this is as good as it gets, I'm okay with how it is, you know, where you can kind of get complacent and rest on your laurels. Sometimes it's that, but other times it's wish fulfillment. It's good. Now for the masculine, in the past, we've got that 7 of Pentacles, lots of patience, sort of an understanding that things would flow and grow organically. There's some swift truth here with energy around a 3 of Cups. So there may be a third energy that's in the picture that needs some explaining and some clarity and a resolution. I'll get more detail from that in the clarifications, but look where you're headed. All the beauty of this Ace of Cups. Sorry for the blurriness. Hello? Come on. There we go. Not a cheap camera, and yet it it drives me insane. Okay, so let me just do a quick shuffle here. Oop, yeah. I like that the sun was on the bottom. All right. Knight of Swords. Show me the Knight of Swords, please. Coming through. Yes. Queen of Wands. So I'm going to pull another card. There's our 3 of Cups. I was just going to say, should have said it, that the Queen of Wands often, not always, doesn't even come through as its astrological energy in these readings. Sometimes it's a karmic partner. I say that only because we have the little black cat at her feet. This is someone who is not above using a little magic, being a little mystical, and kind of someone who can cast a spell. Now, I am not saying that with regard to black magic or the dark arts. I'm not meaning that. Some of you have that experience. That is not my experience, and I'm not promoting it here on the channel. But the Queen of Wands kind of has this ability to kind of hold mesmerizing power over another. It's just the way they are. It's also interesting that the feminine gets the card, right? Reclaim your power. Just gonna say, boom, boom. So we've got a couple possibilities here. So either this masculine is quickly taking action to resolve a matter of third energy with the feminine who's coming through as the Queen of Wands, or possibly about a Queen of Wands as the third party. It's a general reading for the collective, so you have to interpret it for your specific situation. Also, being a general reading, it's not going to resonate with everyone, as you well know. So I just say that. Underneath is the Knight of Wands, which is someone returning from the past. It's like a desire, it's an impulse thing. So even though we've got the Knight of Swords, underneath this masculine really wants to kind of come in real passionately. Sweep you up off your feet style, but is holding back. This is underneath, so it's kind of repressed. It's subconscious energy bubbling up to the surface, but it's not yet in conscious awareness. So that's kind of good. Yes, there we go. The Ace of Cups. They want to go back and they want to claim their love of a lifetime. I love that. But they have to clear up this matter first. It's either clear it up with the Queen of Wands or clear it up about a Queen of Wands who could be a third party karmic energy. I'm just going to give you those two options. You know what's true for you. Seven of Pentacles, and it may come out when we get over here to the Three of Cups and the Ace, okay? Seven of Pentacles in the past. High Priestess. I love that the Priestess comes through here because it's almost as if to say, I know the seeds have been planted. I'm letting it all unfold organically and I'm going on intuition. I'm in communication with my spiritual team. I'm open to the guidance and I'm acting on intuition. And I love that the Priestess is Pisces, but more than that, it kind of gives me a feel that things haven't been spoken. There's some, like, I'm not going to say something secret on the down low, but kind of hidden feelings. Things haven't been fully expressed yet. So that's a lovely card. Yes, because it's all going to come out in divine time. There is a fated energy here. Sagittarius in that Wheel of Fortune, guided by Jupiter. Can't make it up. With regard to the Four of Wands, twin flame energy underneath, and reconciliation, Six of Wands. So I feel like something did go awry. I feel the third party energy is likely a person, but it does not have to be. You'll hear me say that several times in my readings, that third party energy can be other people, can be a family member, can be your kids, can be distance, living in separate places. It can be work related. It can be, right? It could be a lot of different things. It could be your ego. I will just say that. Someone brought that to my attention and I loved it. Stole it. But what I see here is like this masculine needs to clear the air around something with this divine counterpart. Reconciliation is what's on their mind. It's underneath. So it's not in conscious awareness, but that's the fated energy. There will be reconciliation here, and this masculine is just kind of letting it unfold. That's the energy in the past. Now we're in the present, and yeah, they can't escape it. The Three of Cups is right here. Strength card, Leo energy there. Having the courage, the confidence, and yeah, the inner strength and resolve, right? To overcome a challenge or a hurdle or an obstacle. And what I love about this is you kind of help each other. These two help each other. She's kind of subduing the beast and taming the beast, and the beast protects her in return. And they have this like eternal bond. So I like that comes out because it tells me that to some degree you're going to play off each other and lean on each other to overcome this, to clear the air and to overcome it. So that's really nice. Yes. Endings and new beginnings, right? Closing out a cycle and a new cycle begins. That was what was coming through in your last reading. It was coming through as like, this is all going to feel brand new. So I love that. And I love that I've got already got the Ace of Cups twice now, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands is underneath. So yeah, reigniting the torch of passion is what is on this masculine. It's like bubbling up under the surface, as I like to say. I love that we have two aces underneath, love and passion. That's what's guiding the behavior of this masculine, love and passion. I mean, the divine gift of the love and passion. Wow. I'll take it. Ace of Cups. One of my favorite cards. It feels like the Holy Grail to me every time I look at it. It's beautiful energy. Wow. Ooh, I love the Six of Pentacles being on the Ace of Cups. It's like a readiness that the balance is here in the here and now, right? Pentacles is 3D for equal give and take and reciprocity, you know, to the connection. It's like the two of you bringing it together harmoniously here in the here and now in a way that is beneficial to both of you. But you're going to take your time here, masculine. If you're here as the masculine, this Knight of Pentacles is about having a plan, creating a plan, and sort of moving forward very methodically and responsibly and deliberately and predictably, right? Because that's the energy that this feminine is going to need to see that this masculine is being, you know, something is being planned out, thought through, and carried out, executed to perfection, every T crossed, every I dotted, instead of all the unbridled passion and impulse of the Knight of Wands, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but I want to see that Knight of Wands at my door with a plan of how to bring things into the here and now, if that helps you understand. Okay, and then, yeah, there you are, Libra, on the bottom, Justice. That came out in your last reading. I feel it clarified the masculine's energy. So there is something still here. This could just be Libra showing up. This feminine could be the Libra, or it's about possibly something. I love that it's here with the 6, right? That there's a 6 of Pentacles, I should say, that what part of the plan is getting things back to a sense of fairness and balance and things being equal, if not equitable, between the two of you. For some of you, it involves a legal matter, possibly a final end run around another connection that might involve a third party. So I'm just going to say that for some of you, not all of you. And if that's not the case for you, then just interpret it as the bringing about of some sense of vindication, validation, fairness, balance. You get it. 3 of Wands. Oof. Feminine, 7 of Cups, a little emotional confusion, sure, about the masculine, the Emperor, Aries energy there. So, but to me, it's divine masculine energy. I feel as if this feminine is sort of a little overwhelmed. There's not just confusion, but I feel there's a lot to sort through that hasn't been processed yet. And the feminine's still in the energy of processing all that went down and all the overwhelm on an emotional level while they're calling in the second chance with the past life soulmate, with the twin, who's showing up here in the energy of the divine masculine. So that makes sense. Yes, some healing still involved underneath. And there's our 6 of Cups, beautiful past life soulmate energy. So there's some healing going on for sure, at least on the feminine's part. And I'm saying that on purpose because it's kind of underneath. What they're showing up with is a lot of stuff to sort through on an emotional level. And then the healing with the past life soulmate will come in. The door is open for it, let's put it that way. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Cups in the past. Oh, I know the lighting's so weird. So sorry, guys. To me, the Ace of Pentacles in the past represents an offer, a big offer that could have come in from this masculine. That's why the seeds are planted. And I feel like the feminine wasn't sure. There feels to me like a little bit of a put off here, a little bit of emotional detachment. Let me just go a little bit further. Tower. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it feels to me like that could be what happened here. That either the feminine wanted this new beginning and it just, the timing was off. And either there was sort of this energy of, I'm not going to call it friend zoning, I'm going to call it like back burner. You know how somebody puts you on a back burner and they're not necessarily mean or even cold, just a little disengaged, right? On an emotional level. This is Four of Cups. Well, look, here's that Ace of Cups being handed right there. There it is. Here it is. I'm seeing it twice on this side. Well, there it is. And it's just either not being received by the feminine, or it's sort of like the masculine isn't quite as engaged as the feminine was. And that's why we have all this energy over here of reconciliation. The Six of Wands is reconciliation. And the Knight of Swords is clearing the air around this third party energy. Well, what is this person staring at? They're not seeing the ace. It's like a missed opportunity. They're just staring at the three. So one of the two of you was kind of a little preoccupied with that third energy, and it just brought everything down. Big tower moment. And sometimes the tower just comes in to kind of shake us and get our attention. It doesn't mean that everything gets destroyed. Sometimes it's just a fight or an argument. But sometimes it's like, clear the decks, right? Sometimes it's like, yeah, this isn't working, something isn't serving me or us or the connection, and boom, everything comes down. And then you went into Hangman energy, dear feminine. Underneath was this energy of a wait and see. I'm just gonna wait for some illumination, some that energy of wisdom and guidance from your spiritual team. Another card of Pisces, little different than the High Priestess in that the Hanged Man waits for enlightenment, waits for the downloads, and sort of tries to look at the whole situation from a fresh perspective or with new eyes. And it delays gratification. It doesn't take action. It delays gratification in order to sort of see the whole spectrum of potential possibilities, as I mentioned earlier. What are all the possibilities? It does often feel like a sacrifice, because sometimes you're left hanging in limbo, and I do want to say that because that Four of Cups, some of you could be feeling like you were left in limbo after whatever this tower moment was, that this offer came in or was desired by the feminine, and something went really sideways. It wasn't received warmly, and now I kind of see the energy of a masculine who's trying to clear that up, and a feminine who's confused and still hasn't really processed all the emotions, but who's open to the second chance with their divine masculine, who is their past life twin flame soulmate. Wow. Scorpio in this Judgment card, Aries in the Tower. Yeah, look. The Nine of Cups comes out again. So the second chance would be a wish fulfilled for the feminine. That feels good. I'll pull one more on top of that. And they're not giving up. I love the two nines together because the next out is the tens, and the 10 is completion. So right here, you're kind of finalizing, wrapping up a lesson, feeling the wish fulfillment, and that's motivating you to keep moving forward and to hang in there. It would be a wish fulfilled, and you're just willing to go the distance. I feel the feminine is willing to go the distance. I like that. And then in the future, that Nine of Cups, beautiful energy. The Five of, yes, the wish fulfillment, as it were, will be a message of love or apology about that Five of Swords. So the Page of Cups on the Five of Swords is sort of saying, yeah, I got my bad. That Five of Swords can be manipulation. It can be like an unfair fight. You know, something went down here and it feels like it was a little one-sided. That's why we have the 6 Pentacles, because that's not one-sided. That's about restoring the balance, the equilibrium here, and justice underneath, right? What's really fair here? Well, something wasn't fair. And I feel like the wish fulfilled will be a message of love and apology around that 5 of Swords energy, which is as it should be. So have temperance. Here's more Sagittarian energy in the temperance card underneath. You know, keep your wits about you, dear feminine, right? Keep the lid on things, have patience, use your sense of alchemy to kind of alchemize this situation from something that's been unstable and out of balance into something that's very balanced and fair. For both of you. So I love that. I'm going to take this to the extended Libra, and what I'm going to do is the first card I'm going to pick is, what do you need to focus on? Even if you're not in communication right now, for some of you you're not, but what needs to be your primary focus, or what's the situation that's most pressing? Second card will be, what is the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between the two of you around that issue? And then what can you do about it, or what will come of it, will be that third card. I'll clarify all of that and refer back to the reading. Then I'm going to pull your messages to and from each other. What are you trying to say? What would you like each other to know? And then Libra, a card just from you, from your higher self, spirit, or the universe. That always comes in as pretty authentic advice meant just for you. Sometimes it could be a warning. Sometimes it could be confirmation. Every now and then it's a riddle, but you know, it'll be meant for someone to hear. And then the outcome position, what can you expect going forward, and in what time frame? Although we do have the Wheel of Fortune, whenever that shows up in a reading, I kind of say, that's a little bit of a hint that destiny's at the wheel and it's going to roll out in divine time. But we'll see what comes there. So thank you for joining me. The link to the extended is in the first or second sentence below. I'll see you there in a second, or in your next reading. Take care, Libra. Bye-bye.